Hello everybody and welcome to some Call of Duty Black Ops 4. In today's video we've got some hardpoint on, I can't even remember the name of the map, I'm just horrible with names in general. One thing worth mentioning here, if you guys are new to the channel you guys might know this, but obviously you can tell by my accent I'm from Northern Ireland, but I'm living in Japan, got a Japanese PSN account, a Japanese, or a PlayStation, I was going to call it an Xbox. I've got a Japanese Xbox, I almost done it again, I've got a Japanese PS4. Hence why everything's in Japanese, all of the announcements are in Japanese. Personally, I think it's pretty cool, but I know that might be a little bit weird for some of you guys, but nonetheless guys, we're running the ABR 223 here, which is one of the brand new DMR rifles. In my opinion, it's 100% the best gun in the game, or the MX9 if you want to use an SMG. But if you want to, like, it's kind of like the M8 from pretty much every Call of Duty. This gun absolutely shreds. But in any case guys, today's video, like I said, we're going to be talking about what I personally think about Black Ops 4. Do I think it's good? Do I think it's worth it? Is this the Call of Duty that people have been waiting for to kind of revive the series a little bit? So I'm going to have some mixed opinions here. You know, I'm going to go through the good stuff and the bad stuff. I'll just prelude the video by saying that I do like this game a lot. I've had a lot of fun. I've been streaming the game, and time seems to fly whenever I'm playing this game, but there is definitely some issues that you guys have probably heard me complaining about on the stream. But guys, if you do enjoy this video, like I said, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and let me know what you guys are thinking about Call of Duty so far this year. But let's start off on a negative, shall we? Let's just get straight into the dirty stuff here. The stuff I don't like about the game personally. Now, this is kind of like a two-part here. I like the concept of it, but I don't like, you know, the execution of it. The damage I feel like is a little bit too low, or the health is a little bit too high. Pretty much, it feels like pretty much everybody is running armored at this point. Like the extra Kevlar body armor, it pretty much like it's a vest that protects your body. You know, if you get shot in the feet or the head, you know the vest doesn't save you. But you know, more often than not, people in Call of Duty just aim for the body or chest. So that thing, it's pretty much just a complete damage sponge. You start off in this game with 150 HP. Now, Treyarch has addressed, you know, the concerns that we've got. They're not going to completely change it straight away, but it is something that they are going to be looking into. So that would be my first off thing. I don't think they should make it necessarily like all Call of Duties were in the past. Like, definitely not as quick time to kill as like Infinite Warfare and stuff like that. They definitely should. I do kind of enjoy this. For me, the problem with the damage is kind of, you know, the maps are very, very small. So I feel like everything's just getting traded out. You know, if you guys are like objective style players, and you guys like trading out if you play with a squad and stuff like that, you know, this could be actually quite good because, you know, you can trade out, you can use your health to your advantage and kind of, you know, play tactically with your health. But I do feel like there's certain scenarios, it just doesn't feel like, you know, Call of Duty, it's a little bit too much, I feel like. So what I'm hoping to do with the health pretty much is like, if they brought it down to 125 and, you know, made the armor weaker or something like that, you know, I feel like that would put it at the perfect level. Pretty much like the only difference I want to see with it is just that one shot, you know, leaving those people on like 4 HP or 1 HP. You know, those types of scenarios can be pretty frustrating. You know, if you shoot somebody's body armor and then hit a few arm and leg shots or something like that, you know, if your accuracy isn't pinpoint, you realistically do have to put a lot of bullets into people, especially with like SMGs and stuff like that. So that definitely will be my first complaint. I do like the idea that the health is a little bit higher, you know, it gives you more opportunities to outplay. So that is the positive. I'm going to try to swing from this whole situation. You know, you can like outslide people, you know, get around corners, pop on your health pack, you know, which is an interesting meta. You know, so if you're moving, if you're quick, if you've got good reactions, you can definitely outplay people with the health. But I feel like just in scenarios where, you know, you're against a few people, you know, people can pretty much just camp power positions and just destroy you, you know, and there's not really a lot you can do. So hopefully that does get fixed a little bit, and maybe the armor should be nerfed or removed. I don't know if they're going to remove it, but definitely should be nerfed in my opinion. So let's move on to a positive, the maps. As you guys can see, this is probably one of my least favourite maps from the beta, but I actually like this map a lot. The maps have got your traditional Treyarch, you know, free lanes. The maps look really good, the colours are beautiful. Everything just looks really, really nice. Everything's bright, saturated. You know, compared to World War II, where everything, it kind of left you with like a melancholy feeling. I just want to give you guys like my experience if you guys are new to the channel and stuff like that. I'm not traditionally a Call of Duty YouTuber. You know, at least you guys know that I'm going to be honest with my opinions and stuff here. But my experience of Call of Duty pretty much is, I started playing back in Call of Duty 2. We had a LAN PC setup in the town I lived in, so we could go down, pay like, you know, a few pounds or a few dollars or whatever, and play for a couple of hours on this LAN setup. Played Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4, Got my first ever console between Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. I played some Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops 1 is my favourite Call of Duty of all time. And then I continued playing Call of Duty every year until Ghosts. Ghosts, I bought it, but I didn't really, buy the DLC or anything. It really wasn't my game. So in my opinion, this game is definitely a lot better than Ghosts. I'm going to try to place this game, where I would put it, is it one of my favourite Call of Duties and so forth. I think it is a little bit too early to tell, but I will try to kind of place it for you guys and give you guys an idea of what I think, where it kind of ranks amongst other Call of Duties. Definitely, in my opinion, it's better than World War 2, better than AW and Infinite Warfare. I know a lot of you guys love those games, but I'm not sure if it's as good as Black Ops 3. I wasn't, a big jetpack fan, so for me, personally, I think it's better than Black Ops 3, but once again, guys, let me know your opinions down below. So as you can see, I picked up a sniper here. I'm pretty trash with a sniper, but the sniping feels really good in this game. There's no aim assist or anything like that. There's no aim assist or anything, so the sniping, it does feel somewhat skillful. The one good thing about sniping is, generally with an assault rifle, people sponge a lot of bullets. So if somebody's like spraying you down with an assault rifle or SMG, you do have a little bit more time to snipe them. So that is one definite benefit of the sniper rifle. Sniping feels really, really good. The movement in the game I feel like is very, very smooth. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of wall running and stuff like that. My favourite Call of Duty ever is BO1. I love the boots on the ground feeling of Call of Duty. This game, it doesn't give you the traditional Call of Duty feel. It definitely compares to Black Ops 3 more than any other Call of Duty for sure. But I feel like the movement's really smooth, the jumping is really insane. Jump shotting is a big meta in this game, I feel like. I think like pretty much all Call of Duties you can somewhat jump shot, over the last couple of years. But it's really, really prevalent in this game with the sliding and jumping. You can kind of almost bunny hop and stuff like that, so the movement does feel very, very smooth and fluid. I do think like maybe the jumping is a little bit crazy, or maybe the player movement could even be a little bit too high, honestly. Because, with the time to kill being very, very low, people are just butting heads, it's a free lane map. It just feels like everybody just kind of crashes in the middle and it's just a big kind of cluster, so maybe something does need to be done with that, but I think just generally the movement feels really nice to me. It feels smooth, clean, fluid. Compared to playing H1Z1 on PS4, this game just feels very, very smooth. So that's definitely a big plus one for me there. Now let's talk a little bit about the specialists. This is something that I'm kind of in two minds about. There's some good specialists, and for me there's some really, really OP dreadful specialists. There's just generally like kind of annoying ones. Like there's ones that give you guys have probably seen a few times in the video, like the Guardian shield. It's basically like a big shield that you can place up. You can head glitch over the shield, and it's got a Guardian on it. Like, dude, you can't be serious. Like I was saying to you guys on the stream earlier, Treyarch, you were the chosen one. Like, how can you do this to us, Treyarch? Like, honestly, some of the specialists are just ridiculous. I feel like, one of the specialists, I can't remember the name offhand for some reason, but it allows you to choose your spawn points. In Hardpoint and Domination, that is so huge. Like, it really just completely messes with the flow of Hardpoint and Domination. So I feel like, honestly, TDM, like I'm an objective style player. That's the type of game modes I like. That kind of ruins it for me a little bit, not gonna lie, with those spawn points and the specialists. One of the specialists, I think it's Ajax it's called, the first specialist, has got like a cluster flash grenade, which literally makes you put your hand up and completely disables your shooting for a good couple of seconds. One of them's got like a shock drone where it just drives up to you and shocks you. If you press square quick enough you can get out of it, but like that shocks you for so long. So I do feel like some of the specialists, for example like the riot shield and stuff like that, they're just extremely annoying, and I feel like I see them like way too often, honestly. So if you balance like how strong the specialists are, in my opinion, with the bullet damage and stuff like that, I feel like it is somewhat overpowered. Honestly, it's pretty damn annoying the way some of them work. And like I said, some of the stuff, it's just like it takes forever to destroy equipment. I feel like specialists definitely play too big of a part in the game. There's the one that's got the radiation where you can stand like on the other side of a wall and basically kill people through a wall just by holding R1. I feel like they do have to balance specialists out a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a big Black Ops 3 player, so maybe you guys are used to this kind of specialist. As you can see here, I actually just hit 25 in this game. This is my last game yesterday. So just to kind of wrap this up, guys, I think this game's really good. I think, personally, it's right up there with some of my favorite Call of Duties. My favorite's Black Ops, second favorite Modern Warfare 2, and then probably COD 4. I'd probably put it in, like, in my opinion, probably like 4th or 5th place you know, in around, in my opinion, like maybe Modern Warfare 3 kind of area. That's where I would put it, in my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not really big into jetpacks and stuff like that. So the movement's something, you know, that I've had to adjust to. This game, it doesn't feel like Call of Duty, but I do feel like it is a good game. And I'm pretty excited to see what happens with Blackout, and obviously Call of Duty Zombies coming this year as well. But that's pretty much it from the video, guys. I know I rambled on quite a bit there, and hopefully it made some kind of sense to you guys. Once again, if you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. My next video should be featuring the SE130. I'm not the most amazing player in the world, but hopefully you guys will enjoy the content nonetheless. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching. This has been King Plays. Good luck and peace out.
It's okay to say that we expect.
It's Hoodie Allen. What up, Arena? You know how we do. They telling me to take the safe route. This is the detour. Hoodie, baby, you ain't seen a kid like this before him. Late night shooting for the moonlight war.